Yes, hey, thank you for all coming to hear why we think RentPurchase.com and RP Realty are the best solutions for you to market your house. I want to start out by telling you a little bit about my story. My name is Richard Schwartz, and I created RP Realty and RentPurchase.com. I have been a real estate professional for over 20 years, and I came through the new home construction side. So selling houses is something I've been a part of for a long time. 10 years of my history, I was with a home builder called D.R. Horton. At one point, the nation's largest home builder, and I ran the entire Charlotte, North Carolina metropolitan area. In 2007, I went into my own home building process, and I created a company called Callaway Homes. And in 2008, I was fortunate enough that I was named by the Business Journal the 5th largest townhouse builder in Charlotte. So I've been a part of new home sales processes and have had some good tenure with the history here. Towards the end of 2008, there were a lot of changes in the marketplace, and I recognized that a lot of people who were on the fence trying to buy houses could not buy houses anymore because of the lending standard changes. And I also recognized that a lot of sellers could not sell no matter what they did, and that the market had really put a stall. Well, having a lot of homes in the marketplace, I realized that I better do something different, and I wanted to create a process that could better enhance and capture buyers in the marketplace. And so I needed some solutions. Well, I thought up a dynamic process called the dual marketing strategy, and I created this company. And in my research, I recognized that a lot of these services were not being provided in a way with integrity. I know a lot of real estate professionals, and I was asking them, what can they do? And the only power they had was to just discount my house or offer a short sale on my houses, and that was not something that I wanted to go through. So I looked for alternative means to sell the house. First, when marketing the house, I wanted to make sure that we were utilizing the best technology out there and getting the word out. And the internet has been a great feature today. Not every real estate professional firm uses it properly, but it's something that we have strived to do. And also we use the multiple listing service, which many of you who are selling your home are familiar with. It's the process where you put your home in, and it's kind of the network trade organization for all of the real estate agents. So by using that technology, we are above, we're on at least the same playing field or above all of the national firms that you may know of, the RE/MAXes, the Weicherts, the Prudentials. So from a traditional marketing standpoint, we offer those services and more. So right there, we're a fantastic choice to market your home. But what I was seeing in the marketplace is that everybody was asking for a substantial discount. And then realtors were joining in and asking them help expedite that discount. And again, that was something I could not do. I looked at the lease option process, and I kind of asked some questions. And because I had inventory, I was able to get some research. I had people come in and tell me why they could market a lease option better or a rent-to-own better than somebody else. And I found a staggering thing. I found out that nobody was doing it right. Nobody was looking in my interest, and nobody was looking in the interest of the buyer. And they just were looking in the interest of the transaction, and I didn't like that. So I set out to create a much better process in the lease option. And then when I did more research, I recognized that nobody else was doing this on a large level. And so we set out to create a lease option process through our RentPurchase.com business that had integrity, that the foundation was honesty and disclosure, and that we recognized we had to protect both the buyer and the seller. It was very important to us that we put things in place that made sure we could easily handle all parts of the transaction. So we don't get in between. The transaction, when completed on our lease option process, is between the buyer and the seller. That's the title transfer. We act as a consultant. but also I recognize that we could not complete the transaction without having all of the pieces in play. And that was a lender, a property management, really a property rent collection, a credit and financial counseling, and credit dispute, all under one umbrella. So that's what we've done over the past few years and have done thousands of transactions in the lease option arena by making sure all the services are under one umbrella through different companies, but accountable to our sellers and accountable to our property buyers, which is very important to us. Now, this process, by offering the dual marketing strategy, we have created by far the best solution out there for moving property, and we have proven it. So what we like to do in our dual marketing strategy is we like to put the house up on the MLS and offer it traditionally at terms you can accept. Because in case there's a relocation buyer or someone who really falls in love with your house, and we want to make the realtor community aware that we are offering other services or just a direct sale. But then we also would like to offer the lease option. It's not for everybody. Not everybody can do it. But at least if you listen to our story, you can plan for it in the future in case you're having trouble selling your home. We feel we are just a part of the solution, and we can help you sell your home more than most average real estate companies. And when I say average, I mean the big ones as well, because we have thought about this application much better. But in the lease option process and the traditional realty process, by offering our dual strategy, we absolutely cast the widest net for buyers out there. One of the pluses and the advantages of using the lease option process is that we get full price for your house. There's no negotiation. And it's because you're providing a favor to our buyers. They're going to pay the terms because they can't buy today. So our buyers are making a series of payments to you with a delayed closing. And so by doing that, you get to ask what you deserve on the home. Of course, it must appraise at closing. So we always get the top value in the marketplace no matter what. And our people are qualified when they come in on your price. So it's a very good situation. So we believe that we have a better scenario to help you. What's your question? Fantastic. Did all of you hear that? The question was, why is the price at the top of the value? Because, once again, because our buyers are getting a favor, you get to ask top price. And by us marketing it in the traditional sense with the MLS as well, we don't have to take a discounted offer because we have this, but at least we let the world know that this is our terms. Yeah, okay. Yes, the question, if you didn't hear, was how quickly in the lease option process. We usually move houses under 60 days in the lease option process. Okay, yeah. Once again, the advantages to the lease option process are you get full price, you're buying time, you get income, and you can move. You can move on. No, these are our buyers are not renters. They're looked at as delayed closing owners. And that's how we treat them if they qualify. Great question. The question was, if you didn't hear, what is the qualifying process? When we have storefronts for our buyers to visit us through, when they come through, we qualify them. We look at their income, we look at their debt, we pull their credit, we do a criminal and eviction background. And what we want to capture is we want to capture buyers and identify the ones who can close in 12 months or less by majority, and that they qualify for the house from an income perspective, but they have to tweak some things. They have to reestablish credit, or they have to get through something that happened, a divorce or something, or they're an entrepreneur and they have 1 year's tax return, and they need the second year's tax return to qualify for a mortgage. So what we do when they come in is we put them and we send it to our lender. Our lender gives us an opinion. And in that opinion, they also give us what we call a pathway to home ownership, what that person needs to qualify. Then we pull all the documents together and we make a decision at the store level. Anything over the terms that we have laid out with you, we have to call the property seller to ask permission. But if it's within our terms, 12 months or less, and the price is the price, and the lease payment is the lease payment, we go ahead and approve the deal and contact you and tell you you've signed it. Yes, another great question. What happens if my house gets torn up? Well, in our history, we have had none of that. And that's because our screening is so in-depth. Another thing we do is our buyers have to put earnest money down. They have to put down option money, which is very important. In most cases, it's 3% of the purchase price that they're giving up non-refundable. And then they also earn some closing credits for paying their rent on time. So there's an economic incentive for the buyer not to tear up the house. There's an economic incentive for the buyer to improve the house because it's their house. We look at it as our buyers have ownership interest. They're not anything like a renter. They don't have a deposit down. So these are very important understandings of why this has been successful for us, because our buyers have skin in the game. Their direction on the lease option is that they're going to own it. So if the question comes from an economic standpoint, if you had money down on a future purchase, how would you treat that item, whether it be a car, a house, or something? You'd probably, in most cases, the answer is we'd treat it pretty good. We'd probably improve upon it. And that's exactly what we see in our situation. So, are there any more questions? Well, good. I want to thank you, and I appreciate the time you've taken to come here and listen to why we have a better solution to help market your home. Please, when you get done, come fill out the forms and invite us to your home. We must see your home before we make any kind of marketing plan. We've got to also pull the values and come to you with that. So for any of you who invite us back to your house, we're going to give you a gift, a free gift. It's a 1-year membership to HACOA, which is the Homeowners Club of America, and it's a home repair network. It's a fantastic deal. It gives you several discounts on things that you may need for your home, and you can actually take it with you if we are successful in selling your home to your new home. So I think Sears appliances are in there. There's all kinds of services and discounts on floors, on repairs. It's a very nice program, and it's a gift free just for inviting us into your home to see and let us show you how we can help you sell your property in today's market. Again, you're welcome to call us. Thank you very much for your time. We look forward to hearing from you.